Today, we tend to perform all notes in a quite legato way, legato style, as I just did. But it was not always like this. If we take a look at ancient treatises, we discover that in the Baroque era, and partially in the beginning of the classical era, when phrasing was not regularly written down, phrasing was not always legato. On the contrary, it was usually more staccato than legato. And there was a quite big array of possible articulation or grouping of notes. Generalizing a lot, we may say that weak beats tended to be not legato to strong beats, and bigger intervals tend to be less legato than small ones. For example, as I said already, fifth octave tends to be less legato than a second or a third even. So, when I choose a fingering, I should keep in mind these aspects. Even if the modern piano is not the most appropriate instrument to play this music, we may adopt to some extent a different and less modern fingering in order to get more into that music. If I use the modern fingering, I have always to think that sometimes I need to separate some notes. But if I use a finger that do not allow me to play legato, basically I don't need to think that much. Or better, I can focus on other aspects, so it's just another way to think in music. For example, if I use all 5 fingers, it's very easy to play legato. So I should think. Suppose that I want to respect a sort of Baroque articulation, I can group in notes in this way. The first 3 and then the next 4. Or, for example, 3, 2, 2. Now it's not that important. But using this fingering, 5 fingers, I should every time to think to play not legato, not legato, not legato. But if I try to use only these 3 fingers, it will be basically impossible to play everything legato. One more thing. Today's students tend to practice without paying enough attention to fingering. I always recommend to write down fingering in some specific passage. In this way, they will also help and reinforce their own muscular memory. When we approach a new music score, the study of fingering should be done alongside the practice of the proper phrasing and articulation, and chosen accordingly. Never practice only notes, ignoring the importance of fingering, phrasing, and articulation. In the next video, I will talk about children music education and how they should not practice and how they may practice to improve their music skills and creativity. Thanks for watching. See you. Bye.